Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Wednesday, the 3rd of March. This is your daily recap. I'm going to send this out to all my members. I'm going to put this out there for free on Twitter and YouTube today as well. If you guys like to listen to me, if you want to learn more about me, there's a link in the description below. Let's keep it very simple here, guys. There's nothing easy about this action right now. There's nothing easy at all with what's going on here in this market. And I mean that. It's hard to short. It's hard to be long. It's very hard to get clean moves. Let's go back to the SPY on a 5-minute chart and just take a look, right? And yesterday we sold off hard in the last hour, closed on the lows. When I got up around 5 o'clock this morning, we were gapping up, then we dumped, and now here we are just off the lows of the day with about 25 minutes to go. To the daily chart we go. We have this series of higher lows, lower highs, this downtrend in effect. And we have this gap we've been in all day. We opened up in this gap on the SPY and we just can't fill it. There's some very tough action. We should have flown down here to the 280.55 level and filled this gap to the 50-day, but we're just struggling to do it. This is what's making this market so tough. It doesn't want to yield, it doesn't want to go up. You're getting very orderly type of selling if you look here on the 5-minute chart. The Qs remain a very, very different story. The Qs remain very weak. How weak? We opened up under the 50-day and we just took out the recent range here, and your 10% correction is at 304.37 and the 100 days now above it, and you're staring at it. It's getting closer and closer, right? The IWM continues to hold this uptrend by the skin of its teeth. It's gone back and forth across it today, but still holding this up channel that it's in. Not that far down, but now right on the 21-day. And usually I love to play the VIX on stuff like this. The VIX is up a bit, but VIX products like the VXX and UVXY, they're just not trading well. It's making for a very, very tough market. So let's talk about what did work today and what was good today. And really that's what we've been focusing on here in the room, is finding trades every day that say we can do something. Today, if you look up top here on the right side, first of all, this morning, some of the names on my radar was Riot, Fubo, Free Bounce, XAA, Win, and LVS. Why those names? Well, because all of them had some news or something going on about it. We'll start with Riot. Riot never gave me a reason to get in. Why? Well, Bitcoin was up and Riot pre-market on the opening 5-minute candle yanked. And at that point, it never got near the high and I never wanted anything to do with it. So that was over right away from the start. Fubo as well. We said if Fubo can bounce, maybe they come for it. They never came for it. There was no reason to get in. Didn't spend any time watching these names today. What did we watch? We went right after Boeing quickly and early. Why? Look at the Boeing candle. Here's your first 5-minute candle. The next 15 minutes, a nice move, made money. Came down here, broke the downtrend, traded it twice, made nice money on this today. Put a high in of 235. They were all over the weekly 230 calls, the weekly 235s, even buying some of the weekly 240 calls later on as they were rolling out, coming off here. Nice move on Boeing. Why do we like Boeing? Because it's trying to break this range, this 230 range. A break above that opens the door to 244. They came after Citigroup today. The banks were strong all day. They had a huge buyer in the May 75 calls, and they were buying the March 75 calls as well. Off here a little bit. JP Morgan was strong, a new 50 all-time high. Goldman Sachs put a new all-time high in. The XLF and the financials were strong. Energy was strong again, another range high here going into OPEC plus meeting tomorrow. All right, these were all strong. What else today? Those are basically what I traded. We talked about X. X had a nice day today. I didn't trade it other than a test fill to make sure Thinkorswim was working right. AA had a nice day as well. Look at this closing at the highs on that Goldman Sachs upgrade for people who wanted that. Win had a nice move. This was on the list. Macau there kind of holding in, and LVS was okay. I'm really interested to see what LVS is going to do with the $6.25 billion they just got from selling their Vegas properties. Outside from that, puts reign supreme. You notice some of the here on here, the Q April 394 puts opening in the SPY March 359 puts. We saw a lot of put buying on the indexes. There's a lot of protection going up here. This market is not acting right. If you're looking for what's not working, tech is absolutely disaster. AMD, getting killed here. Look at this move. Let's open this up to a 1 year chart. This way you can see the depth of what's going on here. This move down, here's your recent low in the 200 days sitting down here at 78. Nvidia has had this long uptrend that is breaking here. You've had this uptrend here. It broke below it today and now in jeopardy and also staring at its 200-day. Microsoft sliced right through the 50 today like it wasn't there. Amazon has hit a 3+ month low today. Oops, helps if I can type. There we go. All right, Amazon breaking this range under the 200-day. Lots of weakness in names like this. Lots of bad stuff going on in tech world. Zoom, Kathy talking about it today a lot. I like Kathy, I appreciate her, but her over bullishness on it may get the best of her at some point. Watch this area right now. It's coming up to this 331. That's a huge spot for it. Ugly 2-day sell off below the 200-day here. Tesla coming back towards the 100-day where it held last time to the penny, not far from there. So again, it's this market here, very tough, very nasty, and for me, it's stay out of the way, make some money, know what I want to buy, which I have a list of things I want to buy, and thanks, Chris, and go from there. Nice trade, MK, on Tesla puts, and go from there. At this point, everybody's saying, Mike, should I buy this? Can I buy here? Listen, nobody can tell you to buy something. For me right now, this market is saying one thing. It's not well. It's not trading well. I'm not interested in getting long right now here until this market gives me a better idea if it wants to break down or it wants to go higher. If you feel the need to start buying stuff, go small. Have room to add. Nobody's sure where this market's going right now. And anybody that says they are, send them to me, please. So that said, guys, appreciate all of you. Have a great night. We have a couple earnings names after the close, and we'll see where we go from here.